Sasha and Ben Hall tonight. The loss and pain we feel is enormous, but if ever there were a time that the world needed journalists, reporters risking their lives to tell these stories, to tell the truth, it's now. Without a free press, the autocrats win. We will redouble our efforts to honor these colleagues and all reporters in harm's way tonight.
Jennifer Griffin, live at the Pentagon. Your feelings are our feelings tonight. Jennifer, thank you.
As Jennifer Griffin responding to the absolute tragedy of what happened just in the recent past in Ukraine, where veteran camera operator Pierre Zakrzewski, as well as a local Ukrainian producer, Oleksandra Kuvshynova, as well as reporter Benjamin Hall, were injured or killed in attacks in Ukraine. Devastating, a reminder of the bravery of those who operate in the field of war, that go there so that we know what's going on, so that we know the stories of those who are being affected by this war. And it was great to see someone on Fox acknowledging the loss of these lives, because unfortunately, for the most part, despite how clear a tragedy it is, Fox didn't really seem to notice, or if they did, they limited it to just the fact that Pierre Zakrzewski died. Olga Rodenko noted on Twitter that Fox News initially hadn't even mentioned that the cameraman died, or the local producer died, that the reporter was injured. You can see, by the way, in this photo, this is Oleksandra Kuvshynova right there. Like, this is a person who was equally brave, that was willing to risk so much and lose so much to do her job, and it wasn't really noted. And my worry goes a little bit beyond just that, just the fact that so many of the shows on Fox didn't even feel like it was worth mentioning that their network had lost someone. It goes beyond that to the Fox approach to people in the field in dangerous circumstances. So Olga goes on to say, a local man who works as a producer says he has been rejecting Fox News offers partly because of their attitude to security. He says he knows details of the attack that tragically took those lives. And you can see here in this thread, talking about, for a while I was asked to work with him. This is Sardarian says, I always rejected this offer for two reasons. First, I don't want to work with effing Nazis. Second reason is their treatment of security during their work. Most of the producers and fixers in Ukraine feel the same and aren't persuaded even with ridiculous money they offer. That's why they hire inexperienced people and take them in the middle of effing hell for no reason. Inexperienced fixers won't object. And there's a lot more there. He is done with the way that Fox approaches this. Rashad, I have to imagine that if TYT made the decision to send someone into Ukraine, I would hope that first and foremost would be a rock solid commitment to the safety and training of the people that are gonna be there. And according to those who have been courted by Fox, that isn't an obligation from Fox's point of view.
Fox rather sell you a narrative than tell you an actual story. They rather sell a narrative. And when there's something that happens that's contrary to the narrative they're selling, they will try to ignore that narrative. They will try to ignore that thing that's been introduced to that narrative, or they will spin that thing that has been introduced to the narrative. If they really wanted to respect the lives of people who work for Fox News, who have been injured or killed because of this unlawful Russian invasion, then censor or fire Tucker Carlson. Make a statement against him. Do something. Do something, because he's an apologist for the man who's responsible for the death of your colleague. He's the guy protecting the man who's responsible for the death of your colleague. I'd be damned if I'm at a network, a station, on a platform where we have individuals who are supporting the people or the person in charge of killing individuals who work with us. And that's exactly what you have happening on Fox News.
Yeah, imagine if we sent someone and then that day, Rashad's show was, honestly, maybe there's some reason that Russia was right to move in. Should we really jump to oppose it? It's gotta morally great. Like, think about how we would feel here, how our audience would feel. Right. But for some reason with Fox, look to Jennifer Griffin's credit, the fact that she's so affected that she's breaking down on air, that is a point in her favor in terms of being affected by what is happening to people that work for her network. but most just ignored it. In response to this, are they gonna be using their clout to push for Fox to change their policies to protect these brave people? And I know people are saying like, doing this sort of war coverage is, that helps you as a reporter. Okay, that's fine, still brave, doesn't matter. Like, yes, there's a benefit potentially to you. It's still dangerous to do it, and they deserve to be protected to the best of a network's ability.